Hey guys, Mike here from the Bills Pro team. Thanks for joining us for the live stream. Yeah, figure so what have we got? Like 23 minutes before the voting for VM2 closes, which is really cool. Nico's taken off to a massive start there. So we'll see how that progresses throughout the night. Yeah, thanks for joining us. All right. Just going to make sure I got everything set up. Oh, that looks a little bit better. All right, and yeah, well, we are counting down for the live stream as well. I figure we can do a bit of a preview and talk about some of the cool new beacons and products that's coming out at the moment as well, that you also might have seen inside the app. We've also got some new versions of the app out at the moment, which have made some massive improvements to the performance as well. So yeah, it'd be cool to get people's feedback on that as well. Also some other vehicle tracking updates. This is like a GPS prototype, whereas these two are both Bluetooth beacon prototypes. Oh, this camera is a little bit funny. In the meantime, let's check out the
Builds Pro is the home for automotive enthusiasts and hobbyist builders.
Hey, that's a little bit better. All right, so these are the Bluetooth beacons, and essentially there's two different prototypes that we have at the moment. We're in the middle of developing them now. Obviously, we've got the first versions of hardware at the moment, and how it works. You can open up the back, and I'll show you what's inside. So you spin it at the back. There you go. You can spin it at the back and pop that open then. There you go. And you'll see the device inside along with the battery. There's two different sizes. Oh, bling. Not sure what that music was, but hey! Thanks, guys. New sub. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so these two are both Bluetooth beacons, and yeah, essentially how they work, they're very similar to the here we go. They're very similar to like the NFC tags and things like that we do, with one major exception, and that is that the Bluetooth beacons obviously use Bluetooth technology instead of NFC. Now, how or why is that cool? Well, the thing about NFC, as cool as it is, you can, in order to scan and share and also track, you actually need to tap the phone. So obviously if I've got the tag here, tag there, if I tap the phone, that'll come up with, and if I choose to open it in BZ, there you go, that one's linked to the bike, my bike. Yeah, whereas with the Bluetooth beacon, the cool thing about that is that you don't need to physically tap anymore. You can actually hide these on any of your projects, so like your car or bike or like mountain bike or something like that, and that's why we do like a smaller one and a larger one. Yeah, these ones have, like I said, so they use Bluetooth and they actually emit they emit their code every. Oh, we're still working out in terms of the exact frequency, but yeah, at the moment you can configure it to once every few seconds or minute or hour or things like that. Anyway, so they're similar to the smart tag. They actually emit via Bluetooth. They emit a code, and that code by itself doesn't actually do anything unless you have the BZ app on your phone. Of which case, if you do, you can pick that up. You can scan with the phone, pick that up, and detect it, and that will be the unique code for the build that it's linked to, and share the build profile. So it's just like scanning with the NFC, except for its Bluetooth, its remote, and there's a couple of cool other features that come with that as well. Let me just jump to the page and I'll explain what they are. So okay, can you hear me now? Okay, I think that's better. Sorry about that. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so these Bluetooth beacons, yeah, so they emit basically a code, and without the BZAN app, it doesn't really do much at all. But when you do have that app, that code is picked up. The app then communicates with our server. It detects whether that code is being shared, or if it's on a SOS mode, or if it's just being hidden. And if anything is being done with that at all, presuming it is on sharing, you can then, and it's not in a blackout zone, and we'll get to that soon. But yeah, with that then, it will you'll be able to share the build profile, and you can do that automatically without having people come up and touch your car or bike or project. You can just scan for any of the builds in the area at the car meet or the competition or anything like that that you guys might be visiting at. And like I said, so the main benefit of things like this is more so what it actually does for the owner of these. Now, the cool thing is what it actually does. Actually, I'll share on the screen. So you can share your build profile at meets and things like that, or even if you're going out for a ride or a cruise or anything where people meet to talk about enthusiast projects. However, the other things that you can do with it is we'll be enabling what's called like a SOS mode. So if for whatever reason your project is lost, or your beacon is lost, how it works, you'll be able to then put it into SOS mode so that any other phones that can detect that beacon will actually automatically and more importantly anonymously share their location, so you can track your beacon down, and of course whatever that beacon is attached to. So, any questions so far? Yeah, so that's how the beacons work, and the other thing, obviously, for privacy is that when a phone with the app does scan for any beacons in the area, where we do take the location, the geolocation of the scanning device before we actually do anything with the codes. And what that enables is for the owners of the Bluetooth beacons to actually set like blackout zones, things like around their work or their house or anything like that, so that people, when you want privacy, so that you're not sort of sharing all the time, or you can turn it off. You can either turn it off remotely for the app, where nothing will happen with the code, similar to the NFC smart tags, where you can turn that on or off. Or if you open it up, you can, is it that camera? There's a little button on the inside, and basically if I hold that down, you should see they'll start to flash. There you go. See how it's flashing there? All right, so that means it's on. So this is going to be emitting a code, which is the unique code that we know. I think I've got this one set to every 10 seconds currently. And yeah, they've got this one here has a up to 160 meter range, and this one here has a 30 meter range, which is a little bit smaller. Actually, it's not that much smaller, but they're the two side by side. But yeah, a short range one and a long range one, and yeah, pretty cool and interesting stuff there. Able to share your build as well as utilize the community anonymously, basically, in order to help track things down if things ever get lost or stolen, which is quite cool. So you can put it on any of your builds. We'll be doing a smaller one as well, like the size of a Apple AirTag. And the other cool thing is that we're applying for, and we actually can't market with this yet either. But yeah, the cool thing is that we're applying to be approved by the Apple Find My network, which means that yeah, once the devices are able to be registered on the Find My network, they'll be detectable not just by phones with the BZ app, they'll be detectable as in SOS mode if it's ever lost or stolen. You'll be able to leverage the Apple Find My network. So there's like millions and millions of Apple devices, just like the Apple AirTags or any of the other like iPhones or iPads, anything like that. So, but yeah, really cool to see that out in the network. Yeah, so that's them in a nutshell, which is quite cool. And we've also got another one here that we're playing with at the moment. This is actually a GPS one with also an interface to connect to the CAN bus for basically for cars and aftermarket ECUs. So that's just something we're playing with at the moment. We'll see we'll see how that one goes into the future if it's if people are interested in it. But this one does take a micro SIM here in Australia. So, but you could do or potentially do some cool things with it, like remotely get updates from your car or build or the internal accelerometers, or even remotely switch on or off your engine as well as track. So there's potentially some cool things with that one. So yeah. Will it be able to connect to a USB or SIGI port for the people with old cars? Great question. So in terms of the GPS one, so essentially we've got, so these ones don't actually need to connect to anything. They just work like the NFC stickers. So they've got their own internal battery and don't need anything. These ones, it actually has its own connector at the moment, and yeah, we can. By default, we're going to look to connect it to the OBD2 port, which also runs on CAN. But yeah, for older cars where you won't necessarily be talking to it, but you could still use it for the battery and GPS and things like that. Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to configure this plug, or they could be configured to customize, and yeah, just directly connect to your 12 volts. Or like you say, could even do a SIGI port or something like that. So yeah, great question. Yeah, so that's the kind of things that's happening at the moment in the community. And how are we looking on the board at the moment? I'll just jump to the leaderboards. Wow. Oh, geez, it's a close one, Gus, between you and Trent for second and third, both on 19 there. I think Nico's walked away with it with 49 points. Not sure if you're watching Nico, but yeah, you've smashed this one, that's for sure. So yeah, got a bit of a countdown at the moment for the next 3 minutes, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to be catching in there. But let's check out the other leaderboards as well. So what we got? Daily driven. So that's Nico up there. Oh, and that's Gus's Land Cruiser just behind there, also at 19. Somehow my Z1000 are not doing too bad, but obviously third place is Daniel there. Under construction, there you go, Gus. That's you as well with the Suzuki. And open, I think that must be Trent then at 19. He's come from nowhere to today, actually. I think he only joined today. So yeah, do keep an eye out for this, or if anyone has any feedback on these while they are, while the prototypes are being developed, keen to know your thoughts. The idea is to, like I said, to be able to share builds remotely without people having to tap the smart tags. Also, for anyone that doesn't want to necessarily, put stickers on their car or things like that, you can actually hide these in the car and or bike or build or anything. You can hide them and yeah, and then remotely scan. But like I said, if anything was to happen, we can leverage the community network to help locate any of these if a build or beacon is lost or stolen. What we got? 1 minute to go. Oh my god. Any other questions though from the community? Happy to answer anything else that's coming up. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Well, I think we're going to be stopping them there, guys. I can see 50 now with Nico taking the top spot. So there you go. Congrats, guys. I've just stopped the voting there now. We only did a relatively short one, which was this week. So there you go. Congrats, Nico. As well as Gus and Trent. Oh, there you go. And Gus came away with second place as well. It was also quite a interesting post you shared earlier as well, Gus, on a lot about the foot and mouth, I guess, disease, foot and mouth disease. Pretty sure that's right, and its effect at the moment. So is it over here right now? Like, is it a massive thing? Is it, or is it currently a threat that's getting closer, or is it affecting people right now? Facebook came through, was able to crack 50. Well done, Nico. Nice work. I'll contact you via the chat and get BZ chat, that is, in the app, and get your details for the winnings. But yes, nice work, congrats. And yeah, so here's the winning build. Recently purchased. When did you get the Sandy Project version 2. Had it for about 6 months now, was it? About 6 months ago, you sold Sandy Project 1, wasn't it? But yeah, if anyone's following, it's a pretty cool build, even more old school than the Saphiro. And yeah, Facebook came through, huh? Very cool, guys. Finally out of the shed under its own power. Yeah, so it's actually out and driving okay at the moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Very nice. Yeah, so you only had it since Feb. Very good. And let's check out the other two, second place and third place. So yeah, Gus cracked the 20. I'm still amazed that this is your first ever road registered car, Gus. It's very impressive. Oh yeah, and this is what I mentioned earlier. So if anyone hasn't caught up on what Gus was sharing earlier, do have a read, and I guess let us know if there's anything further we can do with the community to help out, Gus. Yet to begin the rest of the bodywork color change. Yeah, right. Okay, so more on the list than Nico. That's cool. So yeah, foot and mouth disease from memory used to be have like a massive outbreak in like the UK, didn't it? In like the mid-90s or something there. I think there's still a lot of lingering things around it from back then. Like people that were in the UK around that time when foot and mouth was going around, they still can't like donate blood or anything like that in this day and age. It's very good. Congrats, Gus, on number 2. And then, yeah, Trent with 19. Not sure if you're watching, Trent, but you seem to come from nowhere today and take out third spot. I'm sure he was gunning for first as well, but it was yeah, really cool to see that come from nowhere. And also thanks for joining and congrats to everyone else. We'll get the badges updated. Nico will, oh yep. Currently just being, oh yep. Right. Not sure if Trent's on tonight. How's the S13 going, Trent? I think he did say earlier that it's been about a year. Oh, there you go. Yeah, been about a year since his last Thrifted event. So I think he's pretty keen to get back out there after a few fix-ups. Yeah, but other than that, we went and did a sponsored event with the Team Rodex guys earlier this year, which was cool to go and do. So I took the drift car down there and keen to go. Oh, this was it here. It kind of got rained out and the tents collapsed and everything like that. So that was a bit of fun. that was all the water from the event. But yeah, we're keen to go and do some more events around the place, and also yeah, really keen to hear or see people's feedback on the beacons. If yeah, very shortly the first batch of them will be available, and interested to hear if there's sort of any further works or ideas that people are keen to hear. But yeah, in particular, I really like the idea of the community side of things, just being able to share your build remotely without having to tap the smart tags, even just in that sort of 150 meter range, as well as something to help fight any of these rat bags that steal cars and go on joyrides and things like that, which is, like I said, also why we're looking at the GPS version as well. But that's going to take a bit longer to develop. Anyway, yeah, this is all the mud from the event. So yeah, that's it then for the night, guys. Thanks for joining us. Unless anyone has any other questions or comments in the community before we wrap up. Or even share if there's anything else that you're keen to see from BZ and the community as well. Also, shout out to Wade Lloyd from. Why am I going through a mind blank at the moment? Lease Spare Parts. Yeah, shout out to Wade from Lease Spare Parts. They've been a big supporter of the community as well. And yeah, moving forward, we're looking at, I think it was Shan's Motorsports and also Lease Spare Parts. So we'll see what kind of deals and things we can get for anyone building projects in the community as well. And we'll put that into the hub here. So that's where you can click on that, and any new deals and stuff that we can get for people, we'll put it in the hub, and it'll be cool to get some discounts or things like that to just help with the builds or provide information. Doing monthly events again, great question. Where would you like to see more frequent events? Because yeah, we can certainly look to step up the frequency of them. We also didn't want to go too much if because yeah, I think we did about once a month last year, and wasn't sure if that got a bit too much for people. But yeah, over the last few months we've hardly done any. So the half year drought was hard. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll step it up then. Very good. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do an in-person one, especially now that the borders and stuff have opened up. Where, yeah, even end of last year or earlier this year, when the borders were closed, it was challenging to want to do that just with I guess just how spread out the community is, but and the limitations obviously of people not being able to get out of the state, get out of their individual state. But yeah, I think now with how COVID is, we could certainly have a look at that. So I'll put up an event, and we'll kick something like that off. In fact, that was actually how and why we ended up doing virtual meet in the first place, because yeah, our first event was supposed to be a physical one, and it ended up like getting shut down and there being a lockdown in the Gold Coast. Oh yeah. Okay, that sounds great, Gus. Well, yeah, I'll kick off an event and let's chat in the event and see what we can. Yeah, we'll find a date and time that works. Like you say, if the diesel prices get lower, then I think that'll help as well. All right, very good. Oh, used to do it with the car club. Oh yeah, nice. All meet down at Wagga. Yeah, okay. And hand out awards. Yeah, that's sick. Oh well, yeah, that'd be a cool idea. Let's at least do a one meet a year, at least then, physically. Yeah, that sounds cool, and that sort of gives everyone a chance to, for anyone that lives further away to do a good run. Central Queensland, New South Wales. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can pick somewhere halfway then. All right, sounds good. Well, let's chat about that in the platform. Yeah, we'll get something sorted. Awesome. Well, I'm going to wrap up there then, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Congrats again, Nico, for taking out the top place. I'll message you straight after this, and we'll finalise the details. Also, thanks for entering everyone else, and yeah, congrats to Gus and Trent for second and third place. I'll get your details as well for the transfers, and yeah, I'll see everyone again soon. All the best, guys. Thanks. Have a good night.